Good morning, everyone. Well, today we're back with 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And our sketch artist today is Vikki Taguinod. And her sister or sister-in-law must also have done a sketch, because I know we had that last name before. Actually, it was kind of, I think, used as a middle name, so, or hyphenated. And anyway, she has 3 pictures, and I think they are 3x4s. And she's got a little floral up here, or in a, what is it? I wanted to say a tag, and that's not it. Banner, like a fishtail banner. And then she's got a floral here and a floral here that goes around the picture, and then a title here, and then she's got journaling here, and does it say maybe like a subtitle here? Oh yeah, that's what that is. Okay, it's kind of hard. Sometimes the lettering on here is so tiny. So anyhow, this is the one where I'm scrapbooking my granddaughter's boyfriend's prom, because she's a year older. So she had her senior prom last year, he's having his this year. And I think originally I put in both these papers because I was going to use one for this layout and then the other one for her, for the group of friends. And my battery's done. Sorry about that. I just switched out my battery, but it's like I must have switched it out for a dead battery. Okay, so anyhow, I pulled out these 2 papers, and I think they are from the paper pad that my daughter had given me, that was called Mint To Be Fab, and it's a really classy looking paper. I really like it. This one is, you know, like a baby pink, and then this one in the white. And I think I originally was going to do this one for this, but I put them both in there because I figured I'd use this one for the friends one. But when I put them on here, I mean, they look great on both of them. But I don't know, something about this one, I just really liked it today. Even though I know, you know, half a month ago or whatever, or a month ago when I was putting this together, I had picked the pink one, I know it. But I'm going to use this one today. And for the embellishment, I am using Mintay's Shabby book and Mintay's Floral Book 8. And so, oh, and I'm using a little bit of ribbon. And this was in the Shabby book, and it was kind of hard to see, so I've kind of inked over it. Kinda. I seen I was just carrying on that word. I inked over it around the edges, and but actually now it looks a lot more like the keyhole. So I don't know, I might do a little around the keyhole too, because it kind of just takes off that white edge. But I know I used to have a brush that you could dip in the ink, and I could not find that. I think I'm gonna maybe find another, order one. And but anyhow, I just took this pointy Q-tip that's great for you know, wiping off mascara if you get it underneath your eyes. And so anyhow, I'm just kind of taking the white off the edge, or inking the edge. So I like that better. And this one I did go a little more over the front somewhat, and a little more on the bottom, just because it, you know, it's kind of shadowed that way. And let's see, I think that's all I'm doing with that. So I can move that. Okay. I'll tell you, the hardest part was the letters, because it's like it's hard to find something that will still show up on this. And then my letters, it's like, I don't know, it's like you're out of E's, you're out of S's. I mean, it's very annoying. It's, you know, I have like 2 big containers of letters, and half the time I can't spell anything with them. It's very annoying. So I end up having to write another one. Oh, also, I have this thread here, which I had another one before. I don't know if there's something wrong with this one, but it's super thin, and I kind of like that it was thin, but this one is thinner than my last one. I don't even know if you can see it like wrap around my finger, but that's what I wanted to put on my little key that I'm using, but it was too skinny, you couldn't even see it. So anyhow, I took a ribbon, and did I leave my ribbon here? Yes, I did. I took this ribbon and I thought, oh, I like that, but I wish it was half the size. So I did cut it, and I cut off how much I think I needed. Well, actually a little more. And then I ended up cutting it in half, which actually, I think it worked out real well. Hope you can see that. I just wanted to mention that I did that because if you know, it's all right to alter things. So I will cut it down somewhat. It is fraying a little bit. You know what? I don't even care because I still like the thinness of it. Okay. So these are obviously bigger than 3x4s, but I did print them out this size, and then I realized that they need to be smaller, but I just trimmed them down somewhat. And so they are 3 5/8 by 4 5/8. No, 5 5/8. So they're a little bit bigger, but I thought I'm not going to reprint them. I like how big they are. I just don't have quite as much embellishment space. So that's okay. I definitely will make do. So, okay, so I'm gonna glue, this is how I'm putting them, and the reason I'm putting them this way is because here she is really facing this way. He's also facing this way, and then this one they're kind of facing in the middle, so I thought that looked like a good middle one. And even though the photographer obviously is a little further away, but just because, you know, they're smaller there. But I like that arrangement, so that's how I'm going to put them down. And I'm kind of looking to see how far I need to have them down, because they kind of need to be where I planned them, because otherwise it's going to be a little tight. Okay, and I'm going to start with this one, even though I really want to start with this and kind of figure out where I need to be. Excuse me. Okay, I'm counting these because I think I have a little more than 4 at the top. I think that looks right. And yeah, I think I'm about there. So that's where I'm going to shoot for. Then I'm going to center this one, and of course it's going the wrong way, and I just can't figure out all that metric stuff. I know it's supposed to be easier, so it shouldn't be that difficult, but okay. So this is the actual center that I'm looking for, and I think that's it. Now, lots of times I like to put matte, something that's formal, but oh, yeah, that's the spot. But this one, because I left them bigger, it's really taken up a lot of space. So excuse me, my throat is just dry. And so I didn't want to, just for that particular reason. Okay. And I hope that's my spot. Okay. And then I'm going to use this doily, and this is one I have a die for, and it's very detailed. This is when I first bought one of those, oh, what are they? It's like one of those self-healing mats, and I can't think of what it's called, but they sell them on scrapbook.com. No, I cannot get that out of there, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave it. And let's see, I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to cut this in half because I am not half it, well, very little of it is actually going to be seen, but I still liked it in there and it gave me a base, so I'm definitely using it. And since I can't get that out of there, I'm going to put it on this side because it will not be seen. And I have a half a notion not to even tape it down, but I think I'm just going to run a little tape right in the middle, because when I add the embellishments, you're not even going to be able to tell. Okay, I'm going to maybe put it here. Oops. Okay, I think right about there should do it. Whoops. I keep trying to turn it so it's perfectly even, which maybe is not that important. Okay, I think that's good there. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. She had her embellishments kind of on a diagonal, and I always like that, so I'm just really doing the same thing. And hopefully that's about where I need it. Oh, I think I could bring it over maybe just a little bit more. Oh yeah, because I'm kind of putting the center of it between the center of the pictures, so I think that works good. It's so funny because, you know, it's like I've done three, well, I did 2 formals or proms for Tegan, or 4 pages, 2 layouts, and now I'm doing one for her. I said, oh, I could do a prom layout every day. I love it. It's so girly. Even though this is his prom, it's like, it's too bad. It's going in the granddaughter's album, so I guess it's still going to be still her prom too, I guess. Okay, so I'm using these the clock and the butterflies I'm using are from the Shabby album, and then these are from the Floral Book number 8 and both from Mintay. But I love these florals, and I chose this one because it doesn't have a bottom. I mean, you see flowers hanging off the edge or leaves, and I like that. Where this one here, you've got the branches, and so I'm going to hide those, and so I'm going to go ahead and put those down now. But I'm trying to, I'm thinking sometimes people want to know why you did things, and so I'm trying to explain all that too. Okay, and I'm putting this at an angle because I want it to kind of fill up that space. Now in the sketch, Vikki's sketch, she actually puts the title over here, but my embellishments are going to be so big that my title is going to have to go over here. And my title is going to be kind of big too, even though it's like I had actually cut out bigger letters, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's way too big. So I'm just gonna have to save those. Maybe I'll be able to use it for something else sometime. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out which angle I had this at. Okay, so it almost looks like it's part of the tree now. Oh, you know what? I want that over just a little bit. Can I pull that up? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. I'm gonna bring it over just a little bit. You know, it's so easy until you put tape on everything. But that's why I like die cuts better than stickers. Okay, so I think that goes there. I want 2 of these leaves kind of hanging down on the tree, but I don't want to cover up my floral too much. So that's why I keep trying to bring it over just a little bit more. Okay, I think that's about it. I still cover up some of the floral, but I think that's my spot. And I'm still not pushing it down too much because just in case I change my mind, but I think that's it. Okay. The florals are so pretty, I almost hate to cover them up. And then, you know, I like clocks. And so, because it kind of symbolizes time passing. And I don't know, anybody with kids, grandkids, you know what I mean. It goes so fast. Okay, so I'm tucking in this little clock. Okay, I'm good at that there. I'm gonna have to be good with it. I'm going with it. And then I've got 2 butterflies, and I thought these looked great with her dress. Oh, and her dress, she had bought it like maybe after her prom, and it was a sale. She got her dress for half price, and then she got one for free. So she's like, maybe they'll just have a prom in college. Because she got one for free. And I said, her prom, she looked like Cinderella, and this time it's like, oh my gosh, she looks too much like a woman. But she looks gorgeous. Okay, so I've got this beautiful butterfly that matches her dress, and I'm just gonna put it right here on the clock, but kind of in the corner. And I always put glue on the back of the body and dimensionals behind the wings. And everybody who's been here for 2 videos knows, because I do it all the time. But I say it just so that if anybody puts them down and knows and ends up with like the floating butterfly above everything like I did my first time, I was so annoyed. That's why I say it all the time. Okay, I'm sure making a lot of noise over here. And then I have 1 butterfly I'm putting right on the flowers. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the title, and I'm gonna call it Sparkle and Shine. And I'm gonna tell you this, that I cut out 1 set. Oh, and I'm using a piece of paper, a scrap paper from Martha Stewart. And it's an ombre, so it's like they will go from dark to light. And I started out with this, but it was so big. It's like, so then I had to cut out another set. So it's gonna say Sparkle and Shine, and I'm gonna put Sparkle and here, and then put Shine down here. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got on the title. I think you can kind of see it there. Okay, and then I'm gonna finish my embellishing. I've got this key. I've got some more flowers. This time I've got the same flower that I stuck up there that has like the branch that goes into the ground. And I'm gonna use that on this side this time. And I think I want them like this. I'm trying not to cover up too much of her dress because I love how it's got like a train. Okay, I think like that's good. Okay. Gotta make sure I don't cover up my title. As much work as it was. Between having to cut 2 sets. It's like I hope I can find something to use Sparkle and Shine for in pink ombre. Okay, and then this one here. These flowers are just gorgeous. Okay, and then I have the little keyhole, and I'm gonna tuck that right behind here, but you still get to see it. I thought since they were in that Shabby kit, I would just go ahead and use them. I love them. I did have to cut them out because I had already used them. So that one I'm putting right there. I got kind of a little bit of glue on it so it wants to move around. And then I've got the key, and I'm gonna cut off a little more of the tail or ribbon, and maybe that's good there. I'm just gonna kind of tuck it into maybe right there so the ribbon's kind of underneath the shine there. Okay. That down, but I will put glue underneath there eventually, at least by the time I put it in the album. So who knows, maybe a year or 2 from now. I'm going to try to get some of these in albums soon. I'm going to go up and hang out with my daughter for a few days and see if she can help me get them in chronological order. Okay, so now I got my other butterfly, and this one I'm going to put it right on top of that branch that's showing. Okay, let me get the glue on here. And then I have these Gina Marie gems. And the ones I want to use, they're a really soft pink. They're probably like this, her dress is really shiny. And this is like the softest pink in there. And that's what I'm going to use, kind of sprinkle them around. I almost grabbed a different one. The color is very subtle. Okay, oops. Keep shooting it off my tweezers. Okay, so I've got 5 over here now. So I'm going to put some up at the top, and then I actually feel like it already needs one here. So I'm going to put down 2 more, so I've got 7, because my goal is to have uneven numbers. Okay, and then I'm going to put some up at the top. I just love these gems. I wish I had every color. I need to order some more until I have every color. I used up all my like olive green. I love those ones because they would work with so many things. Okay, what I've got so far, I got 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I'm down to 2, so I really just want to put them in. So I'm just going to put them, I think the cluster is actually bigger at the bottom, so I think I'm going to put them here. Okay, so that is it. I think it's gorgeous. I'll tell you, I love the flowers and this paper. It looks stunning and it just reminds me of her dress because her dress is so sparkly. So thank you for joining me, and I'd like to thank Vikki for the opportunity to get to do her sketch, and I love it so much. So I will be back tomorrow, and what day will it be? Day 27. Today is day 26. So I will see you then tomorrow. Oh, make sure you go check out the link that takes you to the YouTube channel that shows all the videos that people are doing, and then and over to the still shots on Facebook. So see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Close-ups at the end. Bye-bye.